Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Priya Hassan, and this is the first video I'm going to share with you on our series called AstroCon, which is basically on concepts in astronomy. Now, for our first video, I've chosen something that is a very common misconception which is there in students, that we know that the Earth goes around the Sun in an elliptical orbit, right? And often it is that students assume that when the Sun is closer to the Earth, that's when we have summer, and when it's further away, it's when we have winter. But actually, in reality, it's not like that. So we'll come to our question, which says that the Earth is several million kilometers closer to the Sun in winter than in summer in the northern hemisphere. Then why is winter colder than summer? Right? So if you actually see, here's an image I have over here. Perihelion is the time when the Earth is closest to the Sun, while aphelion is the time when Earth is further away from the Sun. And we know that in the Earth's orbit, the perihelion, or the period when we are close to the Sun, is sometime in January, and the aphelion, or the period when we are further away from the Sun, is sometime in July. So, according to that logic, if summer was when we are closest to the Sun, then January could not be perihelion, right? So you know that perihelion is actually occurring in January. So that tells you that this is not the reason. The other important thing we know is that when there is summer in the northern hemisphere, you have winter in the southern hemisphere, right? And if it was because of the difference in distance, then it would be the same distance you would have either way, right? Whether if you were closer, then it should be summer all over the earth. And if it's winter further away, it would be winter all over the earth. In this case, it's not like that. So let us see what is the actual reason why we have seasons. And the true cause of seasons is actually the tilt of the Earth's axis. And this is basically because if you again look at this image, you can see that when it's summer, the northern hemisphere is basically tilted towards the sun, while the southern hemisphere is away from the sun. So this gives you summer in the north and winter in the south. Similarly, in winter, you can see that the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, which gives it summer, and here in the north you'll have winter. So the actual reason for the seasons which we have on the earth is the tilt of the axis. Had the axis of the earth not been tilted, then we would have not had our seasons. And therefore, what you know is that in summer, generally the sun is higher up in the sky, so it's basically heating the earth for a longer period of time. While in winter, the maximum height of the sun is much lower, and therefore the sun basically doesn't heat the earth that much, which keeps it cold. So that is why we have seasons.